I want to see this formula work. I want to see the proof of concept. I think... really, we just need to survive long enough for Mantis God to pop off. Rerolls are pretty important, so I can't get that. Tipped scales is fine, because we'll do enough to get the kill. Maybe we can just put on no boss rares? I really do love having the boss rares, but if our whole goal in this run is just to, you know, get Mantis God working, maybe that's enough. And then we need 20. I'll give bosses totems, perhaps? Or we could just put on both difficulty skulls. Or we could just keep the one candle and do neither one of those. Yeah, tricky decision. Let's... I think the problem that we're running into is the one candle missing is creating a situation where we're not given enough time to develop Mantis God into something that can actually sustain us. So I'm going to try switching it up a little bit. We're going to flip the script. We're going to keep our 2 candles and make battles more difficult. What do we got? Magpie, love it. Cockroach, love it. We're going to combine as soon as possible and throw some stuff in the fire as soon as possible. That's the gameplay. Maybe a totem would actually change it enough for us? Ooh. Scry totem is very powerful. Even if we can't get this magpie to pop off, we can at least get scry from that. Now is the question of living long enough to see our dear Mantis God actually see play. Not going to be easy. Yeah, because we can't really do a whole lot just yet. There's our Mantis. So, get him out there, start doing some work. I think we've still got the pace to do this. I don't have any jump blockers, but perhaps... that doesn't really do much for us, does it? I'm thinking to sacrifice the squirrel, get some bones going for us. That's not really going to work. Instead, so you're doing 2, I'm going to... I think he's going to beat us again. This jerk. I really hate to use the hook on the first fight, but I'm looking at the numbers. Mantis's... all 3 attacks are going to get eaten up by his blockers, and then you are going to survive to do 2 damage, which will knock us over. And I don't have anything to block a flyer. So... I guess I can play a magpie. That will give us the 1 extra damage that we need to even the playing field. And frankly... that might be all we need. Because we'll be hanging on by 1 point. But that's all we need to win. Because from there, we just knock him out. Okay, I think that's better than using the hook. The hook has way more potential, I think. There we go. Yeah, I'd much rather hang on to that hook for a little while longer. Okay. Not bad, not bad. Now, do we go for a fire, or do we go for a combination? If we go for the combination, we get that magpie popping off. And that would be nice. Or we could get Mantis God surviving infinitely, which is also very powerful. I think we go that way. Plus, you never know what we're going to get from this. I'm still aiming for the rabbits, because I really want that. No dice. That's fine, that's fine. We have not given up yet. So, let's get rid of, we'll get rid of Roach, and we'll put that on Mantis. So now Mantis lives. Forever. Not the strongest combination, but strong enough. And, bonus, thins the deck a little bit. Right, we got our Mantis, turn 1. You'll love to see it. So we start with a nice little lead. We have not gotten any boosts that will, you know, power up Mantis God yet. But we're getting there. Maybe... You're gonna keep chipping away with 2 damage. I don't like that too much. But there's not a ton that I can do about it. We've got the early momentum enough to survive 2 turns of this assault. But not much more than that. So next turn, at least we'll be able to knock his bird out. And I don't think he's got any more things coming in. So that might just be game. Mm-hmm. Nice. Oh, just kidding. He does have a little bit more coming out. In that case, someone to do 2 damage. Why don't we get our little River Snapper out? Don't mind that. Because this is not going to be enough to win us this round. We got to wait for next round. In fact, do I want Magpie out too? I don't have enough to get him out. We are at least managing to get rid of his eggs before they hatch. We'll get Magpie now. Oh, I forgot that they're snapping to location. That's fine, you can snap to location, I don't mind. Alright. So these totem fights, not the end of the world. I do really want to get these fires going. Definitely none of these. Those are like some of my least favorite sigils in the game. More Scry from Magpie, though. I kinda like it, but then we have 2 Magpies sitting in our deck in the meantime. That's gonna be tough to play. Let's go Cuckoo for defense. Because we're playing a very defensive game right now until Mantis can start popping off. And speak of the devil. Let's get you on there. We're only going to risk it for 1 power-up. Until we can afford to play a little bit more risky on the next fire. But now, if we get our lovely little Mantis, then we're in good shape. So let's drop Cuckoo here. He'll do a little bit of blocking for us until we can finally find our Mantis. Which I would really love for Mantis to show up. It feels like every time they're at the bottom of my deck. Throw a ringworm at them, have them eat it 99 out of 100 times. Yeah, I absolutely agree, Dogfish. It would be just my luck. Ah, there we go. So, where do we want to put Mantis? I think we want to put him in slot 3. This is going to allow this deer to move over, but we can get a couple of swipes at it in the meantime. And it's not going to do enough to deeply damage us. And we can get a couple of little blockers out. So that doesn't bother me too much. I don't like how they're spreading out like that. But I'm pretty sure we've got him now. Because I'll just throw Mantis down and That should deal with him. Boy. Okay, okay. We're doing alright so far. Now, we don't have any totem pieces yet. We got a fair amount of bugs in our deck and 2 birds. So, maybe another bird would be good? Well, I'm trying to think, what would I be looking for? I really want the... Well, the rabbit won't work anymore anyway. Let's go for a bird. Sparrow, alright. It's not super strong, not super bad either. Now, 2 chances to clear out these fires. I would love for it to work the first time. Yes! It feels right when it works, but then I get so indignant when it doesn't. I'm like, that's not how math works, but I'll keep the bones. Thank you. Yeah, Dogfish, you get it. Alright, so let's keep boosting up Mantis for a little bit more. Now, whenever he goes out, he should be a win, and also decent at clearing lanes. I've been running 1 candle for so long, I've forgotten what it's like to get one of these smoke cards. Alright, please give me Mantis. Yes! So just like that, I think we're in good shape. So let's go ahead and just throw Mantis out there and see how this plays. So I'm pretty sure we're good. This guy was my least favorite boss. Oh, really? He definitely kicked my ass a lot, so there was a little bit of hard feelings there. But I think the music from this guy just made him stand out for me as a really great boss. What's the reason that it rubbed you the wrong way there, Dogfish? It's phase 1 down. Music is great, traps are rough. Yeah, agreed. Also, hi Milky, how are you doing? Let's see, what do I want to take? I don't love the porcupine being there. But if I put down Mantis over on this side, I can clear out the whole stage. Maybe that's what we'll do. I think this fawn is going to be the most troublesome one. The mirror guy is bad too, though. Honestly, I don't like any of these options that's facing me down. Let's get the fawn. And then I'll just rely on Mantis to carry me the rest of the way. You know, I didn't really notice on the sound design on my first playthrough how there's just all these really nasty, squelchy noises on so many of these fights. It's pretty great stuff. Loved how the Trapper and Trader are the same. Oh yeah, that was a nice touch. I didn't even register that the first time I played through with the whole mask flip. But once I noticed, I was like, oh, that's too cool. I think we've got this guy. He's not going to be able to stand up to this. Alright, solid. That's good progress. There is something nice about having a little bit of flexibility with that second candle. None of these are great. I could grab a sparrow and try to visit the mycologist. Yeah, let's do that. with the intention of thinning the deck as we go. Just keep an eye out. Now, what do we got next? Surprisingly few fires in sight. There is a mycologist on the left, though. Full-on items, so I don't want to go left path. Let's go this way. I'm still on the hunt down for one of those rabbits. Skink is pretty nice. What did I put skink on? I mean... Ooh... I'm thinking... If we put scry on the skink, do you think it would trigger scry again when the tail gets dropped? That's just interesting enough that I want to find out. Because getting a double scry for one sacrifice, that's pretty good right there. Ah. I mean, scry bugs. We have a fair amount of bugs, but also a whole lot of burbs. I wouldn't mind all my birds scrying. Because really, the one bug we care about is Mantis, and putting scry on him seems counterproductive. If we've got him already, then we don't care about scry. Okay. So this is exactly what I'm talking about. If we drop down our Sparrow with scry, then we immediately get Mantis, then we can drop Mantis down for the win. Yeah, I like this combo. This is providing just the right amount of reliability that I was looking for. Now I'm second guessing whether we want to combine our two Sparrows, because they're giving us this lovely scry benefit. Instead, I think we're going to put Magpie onto Skink, so we will take the right path instead. Unless we find a better combination up here. What else we got? Another Sparrow. I mean, honestly, we can just load our entire deck up with Sparrows. Because every single one of them searches out the one card we want and need. I think that might be the play. So let's get rid of Magpie. And now suddenly every card in our deck except for the River Snapper is a scry. I really should figure out what the actual in-game term is for that sigil. I always call it scry, but that's not what it's called. What is it? It's called Hoarder. Alright, well, that's fine. So we got Mantis, which means we win. Okay. See, this is the combo that I was waiting for. We lost like 3 games in a row waiting for this combo, but we got there. Definitely don't want to go here to get a pack rat. I wouldn't mind getting another bird. I wouldn't mind getting another bird. Hey, hello bird. Oh, cuckoo. Okay. It was pretty solid. In fact, what if we... No, well, we kind of have to sacrifice one of them. I mean, we could put it on a Sparrow to make an objectively better cuckoo? River Snapper seems counterproductive, and Ringworm is... Honestly, I just like to remove him eventually. Let's put it on a Sparrow. So this way we have, you know, a little bit of extra block. I'm kind of waiting to see if we can get one of those removal stations. I'm trying to think of how this deck fails. Like, what needs to happen for this deck to not work? And I'm having a hard time conceptualizing how this deck falls apart. It seems so strong right now. Hello. Just give me money, that's fine. I don't think we want any more totems. But I'm not sure if I want to combine any more of my friends. I mean, we could put another cuckoo on the sparrow. It keeps the deck thin, but I would much rather just drop either the ringworm or the river snapper. Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. Making an objectively better sparrow. Really, the sparrow's only job is to search for our mantis, though. Hello. I mean, these are fun. I like the double attack, but our hoarder birds, I feel like you just can't beat that. I feel like that's too strong. Now, we get our favorite squishy wiggly wet friend. So wet. So correct me if I'm wrong, but we get you. I don't think he can stop us. Because even if you throw out your bucket, I've still got you. Okay. Folks, I think we finally landed on the winning combo. I don't want to speak. I'm starting to think ahead. I'm like, how do we defeat the last boss? Because the prospector is not going to be a problem. More birds, more scry. I'll take it. I think the only way that we run into trouble is if we run out of things to sacrifice on the last fight. Because Mantis is only going to survive one turn each. And summon him right back again. Also, are you seeing this bullshit? There's not a single fire on this map. All that work we went through. Okay, so here's what we do. We're going to go for the removal. And get rid of Ringworm, because he's not doing any good for us. I don't think we're going to win this challenge. I mean, we could go for the attack power, but we would have to draw a Mantis as part of that draw. Frankly, I'm not even sure if we want to win this challenge. Because our deck is so lean right now that it's operating very well. So you know what? I'm going to intentionally throw this challenge with the intention of, you know, keeping the deck very thin. Because the only way we lose is if we, you know, don't get the consistency that we need. So let's get rid of Wingworm. It's not doing anything for us. And Trapper is going to put some pelts in the deck, which, you know, not thrilled about, but I don't think it's going to break us either. Pretty sure the only thing that can stop us is the bosses. I cannot imagine a situation where anything else is going to be able to stop us. Well, I mean, we can easily grab a golden pelt, but to what end, really? I guess it doesn't hurt us too much. We have enough reliability in the deck that I'm not too worried. Can we get two? No. Okay, well, we'll just take our golden pelt and run. Getting an extra rare might prove useful, but I'm not so sure about it. Huh. Well, I guess we're gonna squish Kingfisher into Sparrow. Yeah, why not? That's fine. I don't like how we're getting rid of all of our birds. It's starting to make me a little bit nervous. I definitely want to avoid Backpack, if I can. Or I could just intentionally use the bones and make sure we don't overload it. We might get something good. Let's try it. So, let's use this. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. So we haven't had a scare yet where we can't find Mantis. That's a good sign. The optimist in me just wants to say we're going to be cruising for the rest of this run. But there's this little niggling voice in the back of my head that's like, yeah, but what if? I mean, don't use bones. We don't generate any bones. Let's go for a, yeah, okay, bullfrog. Always a friend. Now we should be able to get a free item. I do love the paste. And let's keep it fighting. Still got the scry. Which means we've still got the win. I'm going to be interested to see how this build fares against Leshy at the end. Just absurd amount of overkill points. Kingfisher, more scry. I love it. I wouldn't mind getting a little bit of health for our Mantis, but instead we're getting attack power. So many teeth, right? These teeth cannot be contained. I mean, putting more attack power on the Mantis God is just... it's just inhumane at this point. I'm pretty sure if we boost him any further, we're violating the Geneva Convention. So instead, let's just make Bullfrog bite harder. Seems like a friend. Alright, Woodcarver, I do love your statues, but realistically, there is nothing I want other than Scrybird. Give me my Scrybird. I will be on my way. So once again, I'm pretty sure Prospector can't touch us. Because even though he breaks Mantis, we can just summon him again next turn. As long as we keep one of the two middle slots open. So we'll put Mantis over here. There's like speedrun territory here. I wonder if there's a speedrun category for this game yet. There's gotta be, right? Speedrunners are like so fast to start playing. So now I'm thinking like, how long do you think it takes to beat this game from a fresh save? I guess if you know what you're doing and you know what to build, you can be pretty quick about it. There are some pretty broken builds you can get. I'm gonna guess 45 minutes. 45 minutes to win. Placing my bets. Now I'll have to look up the leaderboards at some point. Okay. So we can get rid of our 2 pelts, which is pretty valuable for keeping the deck consistent. I don't think we want to combine anyone, and we definitely don't want items. Let's go here. 1318? Are you kidding me? Oh no. The speedrunners, they're too powerful already. My goodness, that's impressive. I wonder if that involves like a glitch of some sort, because there's no way that you can get through everything. Now I have to watch it later tonight. That's moon percent. Oh, okay. So it's not the whole... Well... So that's just for beating Act 1, I guess. That's moon percent. I guess that's not bad. Okay, I can see that. I thought that was like beating the whole game. Let's see. Maybe we'll just get... Uraiole's fun. We'll grab Amoeba. Any percent is an hour, 6 minutes. Okay, that's closer to what I was expecting. I believe that. Now I wonder if there's, like, actual exploits that they use in a speedrun like that, or if it's just one of those real purist runs where you just play well, play fast. I've been watching a lot of Mario 64 speedruns lately, and those are just so much fun to watch. Let's see. So, we were lucky enough to grab our Mantis God turn 1. So I think we just drop him out there. Can we do anybody else? I mean, I guess we could throw Skink out there just for funsies. Guess it wouldn't hurt. Yeah, why not? Give him some room to move around. Is that enough to tip him? Oh no, just under. So he's gonna try and wreck all my guys over here. Something to be said for pure speedruns. One of my favorites, practically playing an entire game different. Yeah! I watched the Bioshock speedrun after finishing the stream recently, and there's like so much out of bounds play. It's very fun. Alright, let's just finish this guy off. Yeah, some speedruns like become a game in and of themselves. That's pretty cool. Put a little kingfish around, why not? Maybe... Amoeba? No, frog. Get our little frog friend. I wonder... Can we knock him into the next stage right now? I think maybe we can. I don't see why not. Yeah, let's do it. Skink no longer has room to run, but, I mean, who needs that anymore, right? Speedruns with self-imposed rules. Pacifist spelunky. Oh my gosh. I love it when people just kind of like, you know, they get so good at the game, they're like, well, now we just have to make it harder on ourselves. Alright, Leshy, bring me that moon. That big, beautiful moon. We're gonna absolutely wreck it. You know what? I'm curious. I wonder if the, what's it called? I call it the paste. It's called the magical bleach. I wonder if this will wipe out the moon. Oh my god! Well, nice moon you got there. Well, this is just sad. Now I'm just pounding a rock. I was like 90% sure that would not work, and yet here we are. Oh, I love it. This game is too much fun sometimes. Whoosh. Alright. We did it. That's challenge level 7. 7 misplays. Not bad. Pretty hard to make misplays when you're winning the first round of every fight. Let's see what we get. A raccoon. Convinced the misplays are fake. I mean, there's part of me that's like, it's misinterpreting things, because I don't think I had 8 misplays during that fight. I thought I did pretty damn good. Let's see. While the raccoon is on the board, opposing creatures also provide bones while perishing? Oh, that's interesting. That's another new sigil that wasn't in any of the acts. So that must be just for the mod. Okay, cool. And the... oh boy. Lammer gear... yeah, that sounds right. Power is equal to half the bones of the owner. Oh. Okay. I see what they're getting at now. So you get a bone engine going, and then you put out Lammer gear. He's a 3 sacrifice, though. Yeesh. That's a heavy cost right there. New deck. Oh, well, speaking of heavy cost, there we go. Interesting. So we get a goat, we get a bull, and we get a mole. The goat is very fun to play with. It opens up so many more possibilities that you don't normally have. So I really dislike the bull because the pushing mechanic just breaks my brain. I cannot keep track of it for the life of me. But this opens up some possibilities for other, like, heavy sacrifice cards.